Hello, good evening, brothers and sisters, twin flames and soul flames. Well, it's already dark, late in the afternoon. I hope you had a all good journey this week and that you had a good time. The energies were pretty shifting and weird stuff going on as we put in the 1st of the 11th the energies started to roll. The dark mother is in, all things are starting to crumble. We all see that Halloween came in and stirring up the pot. The darkness that came in, I felt the energy shift on the 1st right away, and it will go on till the 11th because we have this portal of 11 days now, and in this portal a lot of shifts happening, and it's the shift that you have to protect yourself, the shift that the dark side of people are coming up, bad behaviors, old structures, what you didn't work on, that will come to the surface. Irritation, frustration, anger, all these elements are coming to the surface. And if you dealt with it, if you dealt with these energies, then you will make sure and you will find out by yourself that it's not really yourself that's stirring up the pot, but it's coming from the outside that's stirring up the pot. And we're here in this time of fear and depression. A lot of fear-based energies are going around at the moment, and that's also what Halloween does. It's just not just it's not just a day of fun, of trick and treat. It's really the dark energies of yourself that's coming up to see if you changed, if you could resolve this last year all your dark stuff and your shadow sides. So if there's a shadow side coming up again within yourself, know that you have to deal with it in this time till the light returns. Well, let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculine's mind space. He is in for new beginnings. He wants to start new beginnings. He drew the line, he closed the door, and he is stepping outside into the world, into the universe. There's a lot of fear I feel in the masculine's mind space about closing doors, about moving on, about stepping in the world and into this universal space to do his thing. He needs to figure out for himself also that if there are new beginnings, that with every new beginning there's a fear. And it doesn't have anything to do with the past or the future. It's a fear that is not knowing where you're heading, not knowing where you're going to. And it's a fear that lives in all of us. And he wants to step in a new beginning for himself to manifest what he really wants in his heart, to manifest what's really going on in his heart space. His mind is still his mind knows what he wants to do and where he wants to go. I see also for a lot of masculine that they want to travel. And it could mean that they time travel or travel to other timelines or traveling to the past to close the doors of the past, making a new start for themselves in their own pace, on their own time. That's what I see. In the heart space of the Divine Masculine, it's opening new doors, opening doors of movement, of change, of making choices. There are new choices coming in, and he has to make a choice. And he knows that when he has to make a choice, he wants to look at it. Is it marriage material? Is it fictitious for me? Do I get the earth energy? Can I create abundance with this person? Can I be on an intellectual level at the same wavelength, you know, and can they walk with me through the earth? He is considering all the elements. He is considering that someone in his life needs to have all the elements to be marriage material, or not even marriage material, but relationship material. Because he knows that he don't want to be by himself, that he don't want to be alone, but he also needs his space. And he knows that when he does it, he needs to figure out what he needs to do. He don't want to be bounded again. That's what's in his heart space. He's making choices and decisions, and he's moving towards it. Okay. How does he seize the Divine Feminine? Wow, he is thinking about the Divine Feminine a lot, and he knows that he has to make choices. He also knows that the Divine Feminine has a lot of choices at the moment, which direction she should go, or if it's in a relationship, if it's in a professional way of business building, if it's traveling, if it's working abroad. He sees that she has a lot of choices to make. And he also, oh wow, thank you, Spirit. He also says to the Divine Feminine, choose wisely. Choose wisely. And I don't think he has to say that to her, because she always makes the right choice when she makes it from her heart space. So I don't think the Divine Masculine needs to worry about choose wisely or make a wise choice for yourself, because she's also a person who can multitask. And she knows in which direction she wants to go. She knows which partner is best for her. And she knows with which partner she can learn. So she will choose a partner to fly on with. Sorry, guys. I have some incense here that is pretty strong to clear some energies out here. So that's what's going on. And what is the Divine Feminine doing? In her headspace, she is just waiting. She's waiting out Uh, she's not making any decisions. She is not going anywhere. She is just stabilizing herself as a tree. She knows that it's the time of, maybe you see it here, anchoring her branches and growing with the time of the year. And don't let anything confuse her that's going out of her cycle. You know, she knows that all the drama, because there's a lot of drama going on at the moment. You know, it could be that the divine masculine makes a lot of drama during this time because of the dark energies that aren't solved yet. I see also a lot of energies of gaslighting or manipulation, and she knows that, the divine feminine knows that it's all coming from the outside, and she's just thinking, okay, I stay here in the middle of all things, and there's too much going on in his space. I will leave you alone. There are some things she probably needs to take care of, and she will take care of it on her own. But she's not going to interact with the divine masculine, because she feels there's enough drama around him in his world. She is just going with the flow, going with time and space. What's in her heart space? She wants solitution. It's the same card as she had last week. She's going into solitude. She needs rest. She needs time to recuperate. She needs space. She needs time to be with herself. It could be that she's journaling. It could be that she is channeling. It could be that she is meditating, and she needs this pillar behind her. She knows that this pillar behind her will support her, and this pillar of light will support her. It's her strength. She is going within the earth and looking for what more she can resolve within herself to come out in balance and in beauty and in strength. So that's what's going on in her heart space. How does she see the divine masculine? She sees him that he is coming back in balance. She sees he's coming back slowly. She sees he is getting in his angel energy, in his true essence, that he is able to show himself for who he is, and he is healing himself to get the balance back in his life, to get the balance back, to do the things that he needs to do for himself, but also for the collective. He wants to work with the collective. He wants to work with both. It's also, wow, that's what I see. It's also the 11 card, you know, the twin flame card. He needs to be in balance before he can enter his twin flame, and he is working hard for that. He's working to come back in balance, to get the support that he needs on every in every choice he makes. In every choice he makes, he needs the balance of abundance, the balance in relationship, balance with the earth, and balance with the air, with spirit. He knows that everything needs to be in balance before he can move on and knows that he can't come with an empty cup to his Empress. He knows this. What will support him? Action will support him. To take more action towards his divine feminine. If he doesn't take action, he knows that she will move on without him. And maybe he needs to run wild and run free for a while before he goes back to his divine feminine, because she needs space. He knows that she needs space at the moment, and maybe he needs to take action for what he really wants. And maybe it's the time to walk on his own for a while, on his path. She can join him when she's able to, but I don't see that she is, he's more following her than he's taking action. And I see with a lot of divine feminine, when they move on, they move on. And that's also scaring him. He is following her to create more space, to create more energy, to get more to a higher frequency. And he is thinking it's not going fast enough. He needs he has the need to take action, but it's easier for him just to follow. So he is afraid if he takes action, there is a rejection, or he's afraid of not being accepted at the place where he is at now. How does he see the divine feminine? The door to romance. He sees that she is he sees the relationship as a door to romance, or wants to use the romance to open the doors with her. Because I feel that the divine feminine is not really opening the door for him. It's only opening when there is deep conversation. And then he doesn't see her heart. He sees how she is and how she changed, but she's not opening her heart. She's still building this protection around her heart, because she feels she needs to feel safe first before coming near him, to open her heart, to open her feelings and her deepest thoughts. Because there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of, not a lot of fear, but a lot of pain in her heart for the twins to come together. There is too much pain, and it's also every time the divine masculine is testing his divine feminine, that's out of ego, and that's not about the heart space. And every time when he tests her from the ego, she removes herself, because she knows, you know, I had enough heartache, I had enough pain, I went through it all, and I'm done with it. So if you do more things to hurt me willingly, then I just close all doors and I move on. Because she can't open where she can't feel safe, that she gets attacked, or that she gets sabotaged. I see a sabotage on a car. I don't know for who this is, my dear divine feminines. I see a sabotage on a white car. Somebody is messing with a white car. So be aware, or a white or a silver car. Could be both. So be aware of this. You know, something with a tire. So be aware of this. So it could be he can't. Oh wow, okay, there's something else coming through also. He can't take action yet to the romance space, to his divine feminine, because he doesn't know how the other person will react. For most of them, this is another scenario for the ones who are in a third party situation, because he doesn't know how the third party would react on him, and that they will take action to his divine feminine to do something towards her, what he knows that happened in the past. So he's probably not taking action to a romantic doorway because he's afraid of what the karmic would do. So that's a possibility. That's another scenario what I see. And when you synchronize with this, please let me know, because I feel that we can release this energy on it. So if you don't give any attention to the third party energy, you know, then it will fade away, because there is no power going towards it. Just concentrate on your own and what is going on in the divine feminine space, what will support her. Doors opening to abundance, doors open of value, doors will open for you, and money will come in. It will stream in. A lot of money will stream in for the divine feminine, and a lot of value. And that has to do with not always value money or material things, but it will come to your way energetically. You know, it could be that you feel more bright, more abundant within your energy. It could be that you're really opening the doors to another space to create more money for yourself. And that will support her. Doors are opening next year for the divine feminine also, but this week, for instance, it will already start. It make already a new start, that the doors will open. Doors of abundance will open, and it will has its value. How she sees the how she okay, how does she sees the divine relationship with the masculine? She sees it that it's healing. It's healing for them both. The healer of all ages. The Christ consciousness is coming in within the divine masculine. Divine masculine can't hide anymore. He is starting to grow and starting to take the energy serious of the serious. Of course, the Syrians will help us and and will connect with us for the greater healing. And he is serious about taking action towards his healing. His healing his masculine, healing his inner child, healing the past, but also be a healer for the people around him, because he knows that he is a healer and he wants to heal situations. He wants to heal people around him. And that's how he sees also his relationship with the divine feminine, that a lot needs to be healed. And the divine feminine sees this also, the balance between fire and fire and water, and that the light can come and the love comes from the heart space. She starts to see that he is going more to his divine essence and to his authenticity. But his authenticity is still in conflict with his mind. It's so hard for the divine masculine to let go of the control, to let go of the hurt and not reacting back or going in another direction, in avoiding situations. And that's because the light gets in, and the light gets a hold of him and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that makes him more gentle, makes him more vulnerable, makes him more authentic. And he is on his path for becoming his own healer, the strength of his own healer. What is holding him back? Peace. There's not enough time for him to rejuvenate, withdraw, and get peace. He's not giving himself the peace and the rest that he needs. It's essential for him at the moment, in these dark times, that he is going in and that he's going in and try to connect with all the energies within himself. So that's what's holding him back. I see with the new moon, he will come back to that space of peace. Wow, okay, thank you. When he's coming back to that space of going within and training himself, new gates will open, but he will come to the realization that this portal will bring him more light, will bring him more energy, will bring him more balance. And he knows this, but probably because of the hectic energies and the chaos and the chaos and the drama from outside, because I see also the divine masculine has a lot of drama around him that comes from the outside, and it's going to give him more space, give him more time to go through the gate to this light. So that will support him, and that will be at full moon. Will be at full moon when he starts to meditate again. What's blocking the divine feminine? her power at the moment. Her power is blocked at the moment, actually by the same things as the divine masculine. Being tired, not enough time, not enough space to create a power for herself. But it is a very powerful time. It's a very powerful time to resolve your stuff, and that's why she's going within, to regain more insights, to clear out the past. Because if she works on her shadow side, she knows that more power will grow within. But at the moment, in this week, there's probably not enough time to go within, because there are things from the outside holding her back to create this energy and this power. And what will she do about it? Self-love. She will nurture herself. She will give her boundaries. She will create space for herself, so she can nurture herself, take time for herself, and really go with the flow within. And she will get within. She will do whatever is necessary, even if it's taking a bath or cleaning out her space, cleaning out her house, cleaning out her aura, clearing out everything that needs to be cleared. She will take time to do this, because her space needs to be clear of entities, needs to be clear of lower energies, and she will keep it that way. Okay. What is combining the divine feminine and divine masculine? Traveling. It could be that they are traveling, that they are way beyond, that they not living together, that they are separate at the moment, and they are living in different countries, or they live in different areas of the country. So they were, at the moment, they're far away. So what combined them? It's the traveling. The traveling up and down towards each other. I see them driving. I see them coming together, and I see the divine masculine and the divine feminine doing efforts to see each other. It could be that they live a few hours away from each other. So the traveling will combine them. So it could be that they travel also in 5D. This is another scenario. That they travel through timelines to see each other, to be with each other, and connect with each other in the astral world, in the 5D. What brings them together? Communication. They really need to communicate about things that's going on in their lives, from the outside, from the inside, how she feels, how he feels. And this communication will come or by email, or by letter, or telephone calls, or whatever. It's the communication that needs to be happening between them, because I feel the divine masculine doesn't need support. That's not what I feel, because he can manage by his own, but he needs to make sure what he's telling other people to not create drama. Because if other people in his life creating drama, or are anxious about him, or are too much of a support for him, that he feels, I'm not a child anymore because you're overly protected of me. Why are you now so considerate, and why are you so overprotective? That means if that's going on, then he has to listen to his own voice, what he's telling his divine feminine, what he's telling his family, or what he's telling other people. Because out of his words, there is a concern. If everything was okay, you don't have to give a concern. So be aware, and I don't think a lot of divine masculine know this. The divine masculine know he can exaggerate a lot. So if he's doing this, he creates drama of his own doing, because everybody is going to be contacting him. Everybody is going to, and that's not because they are overly protected. They just see the things different. They just see being compassionate to someone who is in a certain situation. So if the divine masculine feels that he is not seen for who he is, then he have to watch his words, and his language, and also his communication, what he tells other people. And that's the same with the divine feminine. The divine feminine needs to see and be what's real. What is real? What is real, or what is in your mind? So everybody takes things in a different perspective. But if we are seeing that things are not going the way it is, or they tell us something and you're not sure what that means, ask your divine masculine, or ask people around you what they mean, what they're saying, if you don't understand. Otherwise, your mind can create a total different story. So if your divine masculine tells you something and you feel it doesn't resonate with your feelings or what's coming up in your mind, ask him. So the communication will be clear. Because the divine feminine and the divine masculine see things in a totally different way. The masculine think it's a logical way, and the divine feminine goes to her heart space and is in this space of compassion and consideration for the divine masculine. And to see if he needs anything. And that's compassion. That's not bothering someone. Or it's not about creating upheaval. It's just take what it is. Don't make more out of it in your mind space. And that's for the divine feminine. Well, let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. One card, please, for the divine masculine. Because it also, what I said about take it as it is, and otherwise the divine masculine, if he doesn't speak the truth, he is deceiving himself and deceiving other people to bring them on the wrong leg, or make them upset, or create more anxiousness in their surroundings. So that's not not his intention, of course, but you know, it can happen. But it's also for the divine feminine. Say the things as they are. Don't make it prettier than it is. It's the truth is the truth. Don't make the truth any better or any more beautiful than it already is. Don't exaggerate what's going on in your life. Then you keep it clear and then you keep it open. What's for the divine masculine? True love. This is the romance of your life. Wow. Sorry guys, I need to go for just a second. I smell something from the kitchen. Yeah, of course. Burning my dinner. Sorry guys for this. Burning my dinner. Oh. So that's what divine feminine has to do. Got already the warning from the divine masculine. Choose wisely. That's also choose wisely if you make your dinner before or after the reading. And I did before, so wrong choice. So that will probably be a sandwich tonight. Okay. One card for the divine feminine. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wedding. This situation involves a wedding. So it could be that a lot of you are could be some of you, I don't know, a lot of you, I don't know, a lot of you, but some of you will get into a wedding. And weddings means stress. Weddings means a lot of upheaval. And that is, the stress means that it could be, oh wow, something else is coming through. Okay. The wedding means that there's a lot of chaos coming from behind it. It could be family-in-law, bridesmaids, sisters, brothers, whatever, and they all ask something of you, and the pressure will go up, go up, go up. Stop, breathe, and go back. Take a time out. Go and do the things you need to do afterwards. Go into nature. Go walk around. And take time for yourself and create some self-love. Because otherwise you create a lot of drama. We know all the drama that comes along with a wedding. A lot of stress, but it's not necessary. For the divine masculine, it's true love and it's his romance of his life. And it involves a wedding. So it could be that you were married before and you both know that you were the one for each other, and trying to come back and find your way back to each other. That is just for some of you, not for all of you. One card, please, for the overall outcome. And there is no card coming out, so we do it with this. The all over energy of this week is soul family. You're connected with each other You are soul family. You know each other from way, way beyond. You know each other for former lives. Know that the divine feminine will follow the divine masculine. She will follow him as he takes action. And then if he takes action, she will follow him, and if he takes action, she will follow him. Dus they will both follow each other if one of the other take action in a situation. Because if they are both from the light, they both belong to the same soul family. They walk their path together. I see also, and that was also last month, both star families will bring them back together and ground the light into the earth. They get support. Oh my goodness. Support from Kuan Yin. They're both coming together in the center. The two people here are soul family. Twin flames, soul family, coming back together. Because there is a hunger to do the work together. Even if they don't know how, or maybe the divine masculine don't know yet how to do it. But he wants to know how he can make this world a better place, not only for himself, but also for his family, for his children, for his grandchildren, for the children to come. So that's the overall card of this week. You are soul family, and your souls will always find each, wherever they are, they will find each other back. They will come back to each other wherever they are. Doesn't matter where you are as a twin flame in another country, or your twin flame is not even in the 3D yet, but still in 5D and not not materialized yet. The souls will always find each other. And I will keep it with this, and I will get back to my food. And I hope you had a good time. Let me know how your journey is going. The 11/11 Twin Flame Portal ceremony is coming up. So if you want to enter, if you want to be here in Glastonbury, let me know. Give me an email. Next week I have more space for private readings. There are also 2 spaces left for the 21st in the Netherlands for a private consultation face-to-face. So if you're wanting to meet me and you want to have your own private reading, that's also possible in the Netherlands. Well, I keep it with this. I'm grateful for all your viewers. You all know when we hit the 2000, I will give a free reading. And just subscribe, like the button, if hit the OK button if you like it. And if you don't synchronize, please go to another reader where you synchronize with. And I love you all, bless you all, and have a great week. Bye bye.